Hey everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're all well. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Andrea. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, coach, counsellor, and I practice alternative medicine. Today, Aries, I'm going to let the cards fall as they may, and hopefully you can draw some clarity relating to a specific situation or relationship, however it applies, right? But before we jump into the reading, I really want to read something to you. I'm trying something different for you guys. You know, I'm hosting a discussion group and I'm putting the content together, and there's a portion of that I'd like to bring to my beautiful YouTube fam. Hopefully it helps you enter this reading with a open mind and it enhances the reading, right? So it has to do with contradiction and acceptance. Like everyone else, my life is filled with contradiction. I support and respect traditional therapy and pharmaceuticals and equally believe in the extraordinary healing power within our natural environment. I support science-backed research and studies and equally believe in unfounded concepts relating to the profound power of our thoughts, energy, vibration, and the universal essence of life known as spirit, which connects all living organisms and animates us into existence. Mao Zedong, a Chinese leader and founder of the People's Republic of China, described existence as constant transformation and contradiction. Freud and other great minds of our time support similar concepts relating to this paradox of human nature. I am no stranger to constant contradicting thoughts and emotions. However, I've learned to accept my contradictions. I don't suppress, oppress, judge, shame, guilt, or resist them anymore. This caused nothing but pain, poor health, self-doubt, self-sabotage, a victim mentality, a lack of progress, and unhealthy relationships. I now run my inner world more like a democracy and less like a dictatorship. I choose the perspectives, thoughts, and actions I engage and give my energy and time to. I gained more control of my life by releasing control of myself. Yet again, another contradiction. In summary, we are constantly changing, impacted by our environment and those around us. And our contradictions keep us in check. They call us to clarify what matters, what we want, what we value, and where we invest our energy. The internal discussion they generate offers freedom of choice and opportunity to live with intention. So during today's reading, I call you to consider whether you're treating yourself more like a democracy or a dictatorship. And how can you apply a slightly different approach to make space for the intense inner conflict we can sometimes experience when our thoughts and feelings contradict themselves? And hopefully this will help you cultivate your ability to self-regulate during certain situations. This very much has to do with what I was talking about in last week's reading, which is how can you stop yourself from, slipping into unwanted patterns of behavior. So enough of that. Let's jump into your reading, Aries, and see what the message is for you. Okay. Let me know where you're watching, guys. Let me know actually what your thoughts are on that. If you feel comfortable, what's a contradiction that you think that you would really like to make more space for, so that you can take the edge off the inner conflict or the heightened inner conflict that you might experience as a result of basically arguing with it, right? So if you feel comfortable, I would love to read your comments. It helps me connect with your energy, and I use that to determine your future readings too. Okay, let's have a look and see. What's the message for Aries this week? My beautiful Aries tuning in. A massive shout out to all the existing subscribers out there, those of you that leave comments. I appreciate you. I love reading them. Keep them going. Keep the conversation flowing. Okay. Will. That is the card that has been drawn for you this week. Your will. You know, when I think about will, again, it's a massive choice. It's knowing that I have an option, but do I have the willingness to invest my time and energy in? Do I value this enough to nurture it? Okay, so this really is about prioritizing this week, Aries. I feel that you are becoming acutely aware of the aspects of this situation or a situation that is no longer basically nurturing anything. Nothing is coming of it. You have invested your heart, your soul, your time, your thoughts, your support, however it is for you. You have invested that, and you're becoming acutely aware that despite all of this, you really aren't experiencing the type of development in that area that you anticipated you would. And of course, the more energy we put into someone or something, the greater the disappointment is when it isn't progressing. And this is what this is about. This is about becoming more selective in what you invest your energy in. It's about accepting, you know, the aspects of the situation or the person right now, let's say, that, you know, the aspects of how, sorry, let me start that again. It's about determining which areas you invest your energy in that you've seen positive progress in, and which aren't. It's like you're weighing things up, and from there, despite feeling this, you know, disappointment with the areas that aren't developing, that aren't progressing, that aren't heading in the direction that you would like them to, you're focusing your energy on the areas that do. So that is a huge message for you this week. Focus your energy on the strengths of this situation. Leverage off your strengths. If you're feeling really conflicted, or if you're feeling that things aren't progressing at the pace that you would like to, whether it be in your career, whether it be with a project, whatever it is, leverage off your strengths and shift your focus from what you can do more because of what's not working, and what is working and how you can do more of that. So that's the overarching message for you this week. And then take some time to think about, you know, am I willing, how much am I willing to invest time and energy into things that don't actually get me anywhere, that don't inspire me, that don't spark creativity within me, that don't have that return. And it's the same thing, whether it's, you know, across the board, relationships, career, family, however it fits for you. So let's have a look and see. Okay, no, this is an issue. This is an issue for you, Aries. I mean, you have done your head in. You've done your head in about this. This has kept you up at night. This causes you anxiety. You know, this is like one of those things that a lot of mental distress, a lot of mental pressure, a lot of uneasiness. It's reached a point for you where, you know, you're shutting down because of the intense response your body has to the thoughts that are associated with this and the feelings that those thoughts generate. My question is, are all those thoughts true? Not all our thoughts are true. Where do thoughts even come from, right? They just come and go. It's just how the brain works. Not everything we think is true. So that's, this week, let's take the pressure off a little bit, Aries. I mean, are you willing to continue to invest in thoughts and narratives that actually don't allow you to move forward, that keep you stuck? I have a fantastic message though. Despite all this anxiety that this situation is causing you, despite this inner conflict, that this is generating within you, clarity is coming. You will move forward with honesty and clarity. You have really leveled. This experience is really helping you level up. And the key to shift out of this terrible, this terrible state that you find yourself in really is about, perhaps you could apply this approach of, rather than suppressing, running away from, oppressing, judging and criticizing your thoughts that pop into your mind, make space for them. Just accept them as thoughts and then choose which ones you engage with. Which ones are actually going to help you shift out of this. This process will help you, disengage from the emotion that is opposing the thoughts and creating that push and pull. And then clarity will come. Like, I see this clearly for you. Okay. I'm going to draw one more card for you, Aries. Sending many, many healing thoughts to those of you that are experiencing this. It's quite intense. I'd say regulating your emotions right now is really, really challenging. Yeah, it really is. And you might find that this is a week where, it's not, your progress isn't linear. This might be a week where you take one step forward and then take one step back. Take one step forward and then take one step back. Take two steps forward, right? And so forth and so forth. But every time you literally choose the thoughts you engage with, really think about what you're willing to put your energy in this week, leveraging off your strengths, using them to actually carry you through. Every time you do that, it creates a path with more clarity. It helps you take off this blindfold, right? I feel, Aries, that you don't feel confident in this matter. You don't feel confident in this matter. You can't predict how it's going to go. And whatever it is that you are predicting about it is causing you distress based on your past experience in a similar situation with the same person or within the same space, let's say. But you have a choice. It can be different this time. Other people's actions might not be different, but your response to those can really determine your mindset. And your mindset is what's needed to draw on your will, to draw on that willingness to work through it. Okay? All right, guys, I hope you found that helpful. Have a fantastic week. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, support me. I would greatly appreciate that. And I'll see you for your next lot of readings. Bye, Aries.